E Baba Toriya Jaha. Krishna Prati Ho Jaha Hati. Krishna Prati Ho Jaha Hati. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya. Arana Koriyo Mani Asha. Arana Koriyo Mani Asha. Shri Guru Charani Rati Aise Utama Gati. Charani Rati Aise Utama Gati. Je Prasare Puri Sarva Asha. Je Prasare Puri Sarva Asha. Chakurana Diloji Jami Jami Pabusi. Chakurana Diloji Jami Jami Pabusi. Devegani Retro Pasito.
Hare Krishna.
Prema Bhakti Jaha Hote Avinash Vinasa Jate. Prema Bhakti Jaha Hote Avinash Vinasa Jate. Terega Jahara Charito. Terega Jahara Charito. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamana Jara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamana Jara Bandhu. Lokena Loke Rajivana. Aha Prabhu Kuru Roya Dio More Parachaya. Aha Prabhu Kuru Roya Dio More Parachaya. Ebe Gacha Gushu Chebobana. Ebe Gacha Gushu Chebobana. Aha Prabhu Kuru Roya Dio More Parachaya. Aha Prabhu Kuru Roya Diho More Parachaya. Ibigasa Guru Chibubana Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Guru Puj ki jai.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajaka Shtadar Sadashishimad. His Divine Grace Sisi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Bhaviti Fagnacharya Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajaka Shtadar Sadashishimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Thakur ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadvaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Sham Kunarara Kunagiri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Purushottam Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai. Gangamaya Jamunamaya ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shrimad Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. Shri Godar Harinama Sankirtan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Books Distribution ki jai. Brihat Mringa ki jai. Shri Shri Paramakarntai Gaur Chandra ki jai. Samaveda Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembly of devotees. All glories to the assembly of devotees. All glories to the assembly of devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashachari Shatarini. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only ways by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet with awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart to transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates, by him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scripture sings of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor and Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, please be merciful unto us. Give us a shade of your lotus feet. You are famous for all of the three worlds. We take shelter at your lotus feet. You are the savior of the most fallen. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Vrindaye Tulsi Deviyaye Priyaye Keshavascha Vishnu Bhakti Pare Devi Satyavate Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Deviyaye Priyaye Keshavascha Vishnu Bhakti Pare Devi Satyavate Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Deviyaye Priyaye Keshavascha Vishnu Bhakti Pare Devi Satyavate Namo Namaha. Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. Namo Namaha. Tulasi Krishna Preyasi Namo Namaha. Radha Krishna Seva Pavo E Abhilasi. ये तुम्हारा शरणालो तारा वंचा पुरना हो. कृपा करे करो तारे Vrindavanavasi. Morae avilas, vilas kunja diavas. Nayane Hiribosara Jogalaru Parasi. Nivedanadaro Saki anugata koro. Sevare kara diye korone chadasi. Dina Krishna dasi ko ye jina mora ho. Shri Radha Govinda premi saraye navasi. Shri Radha Govinda premi saraye navasi. Yani kani cha papane brahmatari kani cha tani tani pranashante parikshana pare pare. Yani kani cha papane brahmatari kani cha tani tani pranashante parikshana pare pare. Yani kani cha papane brahmatari kani cha tani tani pranashante parikshana pare pare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Vrinda Devi, Jaya Vrinda Devi, Vrinda Devi, Jaya Vrinda Devi. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani. तुलसी देवी महारानी की जय। वृंदाए तुलसी देवी आए, प्रियाय केशवस्त च, विष्णु भक्ति परे देवी सत्यवते नमो नमः। वृंदाए तुलसी देवी आए, प्रियाय केशवस्त च, विष्णु भक्ति परे देवी सत्यवते नमो नमः। वृंदाए तुलसी देवी आए, प्रियाय केशवस्य च, विष्णु भक्ति परे देवी सत्यवते नमो नमः। तुलसी देवी महारानी की जय। O Tulsi, beloved of Krishna, I bow down before you again and again. My desire is to obtain the service of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. Whoever takes shelter of you has his wishes fulfilled. Bestow your mercy on him. You make him a resident of Vrindavan. My desire is that you also grant me the resident in the pleasure groves of Sri Vrindavan Dham. Thus within my vision, I will always behold the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. I beg you to make me the follower of the Kauhal damsels of Braj. Please give me the privilege of devotional service and make me your own maid servant. This very fallen and lowly servant of Krishna praise may always swim in the love of Sri Sri Radha and Govinda. Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai.
ॐ ज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मायं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपीशा गोपिका कांत श्रीराधकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरंगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी इति नामिने। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिति नामिने।
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पश्चादिशतारिणे।
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी
गौरवाणी
प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पश्चादिशतारिणे।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरा भक्तवृंद।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरा भक्तवृंद।
जय श्री Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everybody please raise your hands and chant loudly together. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shishpangatai Gaur Chandra Bhagwan ki
Hare Krishna. I'd like to thank Mayapur Chandra Prabhu for leading us in such a ecstatic, wonderful kirtan. Let us give him a round of applause. Also like to welcome each and every one of you to today's satsang, Sunday feast here at Hare Krishna Study Center. I'd like to acknowledge and welcome all those who are joining via the virtual platforms as well. We would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Jadunath and his Dharmapatni Devika. Also with us, joining with us this morning is Mr. Vinay and Mr. Gupta. Hare Krishna and welcome. For those of you who were here last week, you were informed we are gearing up for Ratha Yatra. So throughout ISKCON world, just about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago was the Grand Jagannath Puri Ratha Yatra, and from that time to now, almost every week, every day is a Ratha Yatra. We here in Guyana are also gearing up for quite a bit in terms of Ratha Yatra festival. For instance, next Saturday will be Ratha Yatra in New Kulinagram. That's our center in Borbis, Rose Hall. The following week will be a 4 days grand Ratha Yatra Bhagavat 7th inauguration festival here. 2 days of Ratha. Among the 4 days festivity, there will be 2 days of Ratha Yatra festival. So all the programs leading up to that. Actually, for the past week, there's been a lot of background work going on in terms of organizing, planning for the Ratha Yatras. Many devotees here are in various subcommittees who are organizing different aspects of the Ratha Yatra festival. So all that has been going on throughout the week and will continue. But this morning, we'll be hearing more and more, like last week, we'll be hearing more about the glories, the pastimes of Lord Jagannath, so that we can all, gear up and refresh our consciousness, our minds, to receive the most glorious Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Shri Jagannath Ratha Yatra ki jai. So this what you are seeing here on the screen is a glimpse of the 2 days Ratha Yatra festival. So just give you a highlight of what the Ratha Yatra parade will look like. So the first day of the festival, of course, is on Thursday 16th. And there will be a grand pandal program downstairs in the temple courtyard and the lawns out there. That will be a Bhagavad Katha evening program. But the first Ratha Yatra day will be on Friday 16th of July. And the parade will begin around 2:30 p.m. So the starting point for the first day, if you can see here to the left of the screen, the parade will begin at Campbell Avenue and Sheriff Street, going north up Sheriff Street to the roundabout, then making a right turn into the railway embankment. And we'll continue all the way down here to the center, Hare Krishna Study Center. So that's the walk, the route for the first day walk. That's on Friday 16th of July. And the following day, of course, in the evening will be a grand stage cultural program here, as usual. All those programs will be held downstairs. On Saturday, that is 17th, we will begin at Monrepos Market, that is on the east coast here. Sorry, 15th. I'm fast tracking. So it's Friday 14th, Saturday 15th. So we'll have we'll start early at the market area. We'll have kirtan going on. The Lord will make his appearance there. And also a lot of distribution, prasad distribution will go on in the market area and by the street side. So the parade will begin there, that is on the highway, Monrepo Market. And it will come down all the way to Agriculture Road. We will turn into Agriculture Road. We'll come down there, then the Lord will we'll turn on the right on the embankment, coming down the east coast here back to the temple. So this is the route for both Friday and Saturday. So please inform your colleagues, other devotees, friends, to please join us for this walk, for this grand parade as we walk with Lord Jagannath, as he's going to give his blessings, his darshan, his mercy to everyone. So encourage even, everyone who are living in these villages, and even those who have shops, they can come out and participate by making offerings to Lord Jagannath. They can come out and pull the cart of the Lord. All those are very special ways in which one can participate in the festival. So on Sunday, of course, Saturday evening, and will be another program, another stage cultural program here. And Sunday afternoon, Sunday actually is the day we will commemorate the 7th inauguration anniversary of the center here of the temple. So there will be a special program in the afternoon at 3 p.m. So this is a glimpse of the 4-day festivals, including the Rath Yatra, 2 days of Rath Yatra festival. So this morning we will hear two presentations that were given by our founder Acharya, Swami Prabhupada, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. So these are Srila Prabhupada's presentations specifically on Rath Yatra, which would have occurred in the late 1960s, early 70s. So those lectures are pre-recorded, and we'll hear from him as he explains about Lord Jagannath. So this one is New York City, 1976, 18th of July, in special Jagannath lecture.
Next is an address given by His Divine Grace,
Hare
A.C.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Bhaktivedanta
Krishna
Swami
Krishna,
Prabhupada.
Hare Hare,
Recorded
Hare
on
Ram,
July
Hare
18,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
1976,
Hare,
at the New York Rath
Krishna,
Yatra.
Hare Krishna.
5,000 years ago, at Kurukshetra, in India, there is still that place, Kurukshetra, and religious men go there, especially on the occasion of solar eclipse. So recently there are solar eclipse. Still many millions of Indian population gathered there. Those who have gone to India might have seen this holy place, Kurukshetra. There is a railway station also of the name Kurukshetra, and it is a vast field. The Battle of Kurukshetra took place also during Lord Krishna's time, and the Bhagavad Gita is the product in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So this ceremony Krishna with his elder brother Balaram and his younger sister Subhadra visited in this chariot at Kurukshetra, and we are observing this festival. Formerly, one king of the name Indradumna, he started the temple of Jagannath in Odisha at Puri. Perhaps some of you who have gone there, they know there is a very, very old temple. According to modern calculation, not less than 2000 years old. There is the Jagannath deity. The king was very much anxious to establish a temple of Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra. But there was a contract between the sculptor and the king that the sculptor would go on working in closed door and the king should not disturb him. But when many days passed, the king felt what this worker is doing. So he forcefully opened the door and he saw that the sculptor could not finish the deity. So this form of Jagannath, Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra was unfinished. They are going under construction, carving, but the king forcibly opened the door. Therefore, the king said, I shall worship this unfinished deity, never mind. So this Jagannath, you see in this form, because King Indradumna wanted to worship him in that form. So, this is devotees willing. Krishna accepts everyone's devotional service if it is offered with love and affection. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam jome bhaktya prajachati. Krishna says, anyone who offers me a little flower, a little water, a little fruit, with love and affection, I eat them, I accept them. So, if something offered by you to Krishna is accepted by him, then you should know that your life is successful. So there is no question of offering God so many things very gorgeously prepared. But you can offer a little flower, a little fruit, and little water with love and affection. That means even the poorest man in the world can worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is no hindrance. Ahoituki apratihata. Devotional service cannot be checked by any material condition. If anyone wants to worship God, he can do in any condition of life. There is no restriction. There is no restriction of caste and creed or country or nation. Anyone can worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to his means, and our this Krishna consciousness movement is a propagation to teach people how to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is our mission. Because without relationship with God, without reviving our eternal affinity with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we cannot be happy. The Vedic injunction is Sarve Sukhina Bhavantu. Everyone become happy. And we are actually struggling for existence to become happy. But we do not know how to become happy. So this science was taught 5,000 years ago by God Himself. He invented in India. That does not mean He invented for India's benefit. He claims, actually that is God's claim, that He is the Father of all living entities. Sarvajonishu Kaunteya Sambhavanti Murtaya Ja Tasanga Mahajjani Brahma Ahanga Vida Bhagavata. God is Father, Supreme Father of everyone. If we simply study this verse from the Bhagavad Gita, that the Mother Nature is the mother of all living entities, and God is the Supreme Father of everyone. We can study these two lines very carefully. On the earth we can see so many living entities are coming out, beginning from the grass, then so many insects, reptiles, big trees, then animals, birds, beasts, then human beings. They are all coming from the earth, and they are living at the expense of earth. The earth is supplying food to everyone. As the mother gives life or maintains the child by the milk of her breast, similarly, the earth mother is maintaining all different types of living entities. There are 8,400,000 different forms of life, and the earth, Mother Earth, is supplying food. There are thousands of elephants in the African jungle. They are also being supplied with food, and within your room, in a hole, there are thousands of ants. They are also being supplied food by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, the philosophy is that we should not be disturbed by the so-called theory of overpopulation. If God can feed elephants, why He cannot feed you? You do not eat like the elephants. So this theory that there is shortage of food or overpopulation, we do not accept it. God is
How many persons they invited, they will never get 100,000 people. Even it is said that the Beatles, back in the early 60s, maybe late 50s, early 60s, that they were so popular, this musician team, they were so popular, they were the best on the planet. It is said that when they were performing, the whole ground was sold out. They didn't have enough place for people, but still it will not reach 100,000. It said that when George or Lennon or any one of them were celebrating their birthday, those days there were no WhatsApp and email and those things that you can just send a message. They used to receive postcards and birthday greetings. Truckloads after truckloads of greeting cards and birthday cards will come to their home. Truckloads after truckloads. But still, it will not reach anything close to Jagannath and Jagannath Ratha Yatra celebration of over 1 million persons come together to pull the chariot and to take the blessings of Lord Jagannath. So they had tried, the British had tried to destroy, to stop this Ratha Yatra festival. So much so that in a few years after the British would have left India, India gained independence 1947, within 20 years, maximum 25 years, within 25 years, Ratha Yatra, 1969-70, Ratha Yatra cart canopy challenged Nelson column in London. That was front page headline news in London. So they couldn't have stopped Jagannath in India, but Jagannath came to London. Now there's Jagannath Ratha Yatra all over London. And then you know the famous one that Prabhupada was talking about, something about British and India, and he was on his Vyasasan, and one devotee was fanning Prabhupada, and that was a British devotee. He was serving this simple Bengali sadhu, Srila Prabhupada. So many things took place, many things that we probably would not able to conceive how this Ratha Yatra festival would have started and take such magnitude, take on such, become, such a well-known, popular festival all over the world. Let us somehow the other look deep down within our hearts and give gratitude and praise to Srila Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, that if wasn't for Srila Prabhupada, we're not sure that even in countries like this, where we have such Indian population, that Ratha Yatra and Padayatra and all these ancient Vedic festivals would have took place. We would have been happy just going to Bhagavad and Ramayan Katha and Mandir, as we see even till today our Hindu brothers and sisters are doing. They're not in tune with all and entwined with all these religious festivals. Only recent time you will see that they celebrate Ganesh Chaturdasi, where they submerge the Ganesh Murti at the riverside. So there are so many ancient religious festivals that have immense benefit and significance that we can only beg of each and every one of us, let us take part in these festivals. For us here, we need everyone here, support, helping hand, volunteer for over the next 2 weeks to put together Ratha Yatra. So then, see Srila Prabhupada's presentation that Prabhupada went on to explain about Mother Earth, explain about the living entity and what is happening with the living entity in this world. So, and Prabhupada was talking to the people back then, 1976, in New York City. And Prabhupada was introducing this Krishna consciousness movement and the festivity of the Krishna consciousness movement. So I wouldn't want to go further because since last week we had Hari Kirtan and Sachi Sutta pending to give us some reviving Jagannath Katha or Jagannath message or something that would have inspired them in Jagannath in celebrating or attending Jagannath Ratha Yatra over these years. So we'd like to humbly request His Grace Sachi Sutta Prabhu to please share a few thoughts with us that hopefully will inspire us and get fully into this year Ratha Yatra festival, which will be for 4 days here in Georgetown. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. So Hare Krishna everyone. So we'd like to thank Prabhu for this opportunity to say a few words on the glories, the pastimes of Lord Jagannath, and a little on my experience attending, participating in Rath Yatra over the years. So I'm sure many of us here would have attended a lot of Rath Yatras or even saw videos of Rath Yatra festival online. So for me, one of the things that is very special about Rath Yatra is that we get to to serve nicely with devotees, with many devotees, because when you are part of organizing and part of assist in coordinating the Rath Yatra festival, I think a lot of inspiration comes from that whole thing. Sometimes it's not all smooth and nice. Sometimes you have to tolerate. You develop. It's a whole churning process actually. When you participate in services for Lord Jagannath, sometimes you learn to tolerate one another. You learn to work with one another. Someone who you have had a hard time to work along with, but for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath, you just put all that aside and you go right ahead, to do what you can for Lord Jagannath. So there are many pastimes of the Lord with his devotees. Like I just quickly share a few of the pastimes that comes to mind. One time there was this same Snan Yatra festival. So the Snan Yatra is what we had last week. It's the bathing ceremony of Lord Jagannath. So in one place, whilst they were having this bathing ceremony of Lord Jagannath, so that whole procedure, it's part of the festival, the Snan Yatra, where the Lord he goes for this grand bathing ceremony like 2 weeks before the actual Rath Yatra, and then he gets sick. So it's all transcendental pastimes. So he'll be indoors for 2 weeks, and he's been given medicines and all that. And on Rath Yatra day, he's gonna come out for darshan for the first time after 2 weeks. So this one time, what had happened is that two persons from the outside, like rickshaw drivers, in India you will know rickshaw wala, as we say. So they never used to come to the temple, but they heard of this Jagannath festival, the Snan Yatra, and they were thinking that they should take something, for Lord Jagannath. So they took some kitri boga, some offerings for Jagannath. And actually, among these two guys, one of them, was from Islam background. So he thought that, he wouldn't go into the temple. But, what he will do is that, actually, he was not so in favor of all this. So, nevertheless, his friend took some offering on his behalf, went in, gave it to the pujari, and it was offered. He collected the prasad, and he came out back. And when his friend offered him, some of this kitri prasad, he was reluctant. Somehow he did not want to accept it. So that very evening, as he went home, what happened? During his sleep, so I'll tell you, there are lots and lots of pastimes of Lord Jagannath when he likes to come in a dream, when you're asleep. So he came into the dream of this person who was from the Islam background, and this person saw Balaram. Lord Balaram came. Yeah, Baladev came in his dream. So Baladev is Balaram, who is Krishna's brother. Krishna is Jagannath. So Jagannath. So here to your left, it's this Baladev. So Bhadramat is in the middle, Jagannath to your right. So Baladev came and was giving him some severe punches and was tossing him around in his bed. All this is going on in his dream, but he cannot figure out who is this person and what is happening. And like that, it was going on. Pongden, he couldn't take it. And it was, he could not imagine what was happening. So next day he related this whole incident and of this. Yeah, like why are you refusing Jagannath Prashadam? I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you, like that. Like so intense. Can you imagine such a dream, like a nightmare you're having? So Baldev was, chastising him and was, like literally beating him for refusing Jagannath's Mahaprashadam. So a simple pastime, but it can carry very heavy meaning that, whenever Jagannath's Prashad come to us, we should wholeheartedly accept. All right. So of course, this is something very special about Jagannath festival. Wherever Rath Yatra occurs, there's always abundance of Jagannath Prasad is being distributed. And everyone, that is one way how everyone receives mercy of Jagannath. So over the years, I was fortunate to participate in several Rath Yatras. And I can tell you every year, Rath Yatra, there is always something to look forward for. Because it's a very dynamic festival. It's among so many festivals that is in our Sanatan Dharma culture. Many of those festivals are indoors in the temples. But not so often we get to go out. So this is such a rare opportunity where Krishna and his brother, his sister, they go out in the streets. They allow us this opportunity to go with them on the streets on the very royal parade. Prabhu was describing how Jagannath Rath Yatra has become almost every town and village across the world, including big cities. This festival goes on. And people from all walks of life come and participate, come and join. So this is how special it is. This is how Lord Jagannath has created such an opportunity where we can be benefited, where the villages, the various communities that he goes through can be benefited. And to a greater extent, the entire country, the entire world can be benefited. So in this way, we would like to encourage all of you, and please, do invite your family, your friends, your colleagues to join us. As we said, the 14th, 15th will be Rath Yatra Day in Georgetown, to come and join us as we walk with Lord Jagannath in the streets. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So over to Hari Kirtan.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we'd like to thank His Grace Sachisuta Prabhu for sharing wonderful pastimes about Lord Jagannath. We have a very special guest today. His Worship, Mr. Ubraj Narayan, Panditji, Ubraj Narayan, as we would like to call him. And we'd like to invite him. He has something special to give to His Grace Prabhupada Dev Prabhu. We don't know what it is. Hopefully they'll tell us. And we don't just want to see what it is, being passed over. We want to hear what it is as well. It's fast, Guyanese people. And Panditji will also make a presentation, so we'll listen to him.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I know I'm in a bit rush. Prabhu, please forgive me. Everyone, please forgive me. There are many things to do. This is overdue. There was a committee that put in place to recognize people's work in the city, their value, their leadership within the city, and it's my duty to act upon such a recommendation. And here I have with me, it's the Office of the Mayor of the City of Georgetown citation, where has a great leader exhibit exemplary service through positive influence, empowerment, and unique personal contributions to their community, or through a lifetime of a good citizenship. And this citation is awarded to Prabhudev Paddev Das for his leadership and his outstanding work that he is doing in the city of Georgetown. So, Prabhu, please. Thanks again, Prabhu. Please forgive me. I have so much things to do, but this is something I have to do before I demit the office. In a few days, maybe next 5 days, I will demit the office of the mayor. So you will have a new mayor for the city. Nevertheless, I will still be around. I will still attend functions, and I will still be very active in the city and our country politics as well. Thank you again.
Thank you very much, our dear Mayor, Pandit Narayanji. This is surprising. I don't know if I deserve this, but by your blessings and the recognition of the entire city of Georgetown and the mayor and town council, everyone, I would say that this recognition is more to Srila Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, and also my own spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and whatever the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis and the whole country would have taught me over the last 52 years in terms of offering my life, especially for the last 36 years, for society at large, and being here in Georgetown, next to the University of Guyana for the last 17 years, and being instrumental in establish this temple and all the activities that we have been doing here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So now we'll hear Hari Kirtan Prabhu's presentation.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, so just imagine, everybody please close your eyes. Don't worry, we won't tickle you. Please close your eyes. Now imagine we are on Sheriff Street assembling for Rath Yatra. Close your eyes, please. No peeking. Right? Rajiv Prabhu, please close your eyes. Imagine we are on Sheriff Street preparing for Rath Yatra. Lord Jagannath is there on his cart. Mayapur Prabhu and the other devotees are doing loud, fancy kirtan. And there's loud kartals and everything, and everybody passing on the road, like watching in. What is going on here? And there are devotees like His Grace Harihara Prabhu, Sukdeva Prabhu, and others taking out the sweets from Lord Jagannath to the passerbys on the road. Just imagine, and then just imagine the Rath Yatra cart pulls off, and Kirtan is continuing, and we're all pulling the chariot together. Jai Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki Jai. Okay, so we've been to Rath Yatra. Now, who would like to share their experience going to Rath Yatra? Please, anybody? You've just been to Rath Yatra. Now you're back. Please share your experiences. Anybody? Yes. Prabhuji is how do you say? What's the word I'm looking for? He's authorizing our meditation just now. It is true that we should meditate on the Lord's form and His pastimes. Rath Yatra is one of the pastimes of the Lord. And so, that was my first pastime of Lord Jagannath, coming down the road in Georgetown. Because many times we always focus, has to be pastimes of Lord Jagannath. Let's hear pastimes of Lord Jagannath in Rajpur, in Mayapur. Or let's hear pastimes of Lord Jagannath in Jagannath Puri. Lord Jagannath is here as well. He can also have pastimes here. And Lord Jagannath can interact with each and every one of us. It doesn't have to be just the pujaris on the Rath Yatra cart. And that's just because them de pani cart and abris na dedong ne, so I feel bad that we can't go and touch the Lord and all these things. Still, the Lord can interact with us. And there's actually a story of a Brahmana in Jagannath Puri. I'm telling you a story there, but anyways. This Brahmana, he used to supply water to the temple. That was his seva. Right? He would supply water to the temple on a daily basis. But somehow he never found the time to go and take darshan. I'm not trying to send a message to anybody, but just imagine yourself in this situation. Sometimes it happens to each and every one of us. We're doing so much service, but we don't have the time to go and stand and see the Lord or take darshan for like 5 minutes. We're so busy, you know, running up and down, doing service, doing this. We don't have time to chant our wrongs, all of these things. So the Brahmana, his service was to bring water for Lord Jagannath every day. And people would ask him, "You're not going for darshan? Prabhuji, you're not going for darshan? Sachi Prabhu, you're not going for darshan?" Right? And Sachi would always say, just imagine, Sachi is the Brahmana, right? Sachi recently became Brahmin initiated devotee. So Sachi has been supplying water to Jagannath every day, but he didn't go for darshan. And Prabhupada Prabhu, "Sachi, let me go for darshan." And Sachi said, "Man, tomorrow." Right? So the Brahmana kept saying tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. So what is tomorrow in Hindi? All devotees here. Kal, right? How you say tomorrow I will go in Hindi? Wait. I'm calling with the mic. In Hindi, tomorrow I will go.
Kal. Kal jayega.
Yeah. So he kept saying kal jayega, right? Until one day he ended up dying because he never went for darshan. So the joke was that he kept saying kal until Kal came for him and took him away, right? Time came and took him away. So we don't want time to come and take us away, right? So we should all try as much as possible to partake and participate. Not just participate by coming and pulling the ropes. That is very important. Right? It is very important. It is said that when we pull the ropes of Lord Jagannath's cart, it is as if we're pulling the Lord in our hearts. Now that is something important. Let's not just brush it aside. "Oh, I will put Lord in our heart. That's it. Finish with it." No. We should not finish with it there. While pulling the chariot on the day of Ratha Yatra, that should be our meditation. Not true, Prabhu? That should be our meditation, that we're pulling the Lord in our hearts. Sometimes I have personal experience of going on Ratha Yatra, and there are some Ratha Yatras that I have been to, I've never even touched the rope of the cart. Right? We're just there doing kirtan and never touch the rope of the cart. And more than that, sometimes we touch the rope and we're pulling, and the Lord is behind us and we're pulling like this. Right? At least this Ratha Yatra, we should all make, and speaking for myself as well, because sometimes I end up doing this, it becomes mechanical for us. It becomes mechanical. We just go and we pull the chariot. Whenever we reach this temple, this place far by the sun, hot, the people isn't even give an umbrella. Prabhupada for own big business with a sell umbrella, you can't give away 2 umbrella, man. Right? The place is so hot. But we should try to see the form of the Lord. Absorb ourselves in meditating on the form of Lord Jagannath. Lord Jagannath is there to give us his darshan. The whole point of Lord Jagannath coming out of his temple is to give us his darshan. And by seeing the Lord, we purify our eyes. We know the story of Ambarish Maharaj. How Ambarish Maharaj utilized every single sense he had. His sense of smell, his sense of touch, hearing, seeing, smelling. I think I said smell, but you get the point, the 5 senses. Somehow when I hold a mic, my brain gets confused. But anyway, the 5 senses, he engaged all of his 5 senses in the service of the Lord. And we can all do that on Ratha Yatra. If you stick around close to the cart, you can smell the incense of the Lord that has been offered to the Lord. Or you can smell flowers offered to the Lord. Usually they give out flowers, that they offered and everything. If you don't get a flower, you go and ask for the flower. Don't tell them Misa though. Right? You go and ask them for a flower. You smell the flower. And of course, we're engaging our legs in walking, pulling, and our hands in pulling the chariot of the Lord. And most importantly, not that we just meditate on externally doing these activities, but it should be happening in our minds as well. Every now and then, turn around, look at the Lord, and meditate on pulling the Lord within our hearts. The Lord is there within our hearts. Obviously, we can't exist without him being present in our hearts as a super soul, right? But whether we acknowledge that he is there, that is a different story. Right? That is a different point. And that is why Ratha Yatra is such an amazing festival. It is an amazing festival. Why? Because the Lord helps us. It's like this. Just imagine when we were all children, or smaller, right? When we were all small children, sometimes, let's say you go in the kitchen and you want to help your parents cut up some bora or something. Right? You don't know how to cut the bora. But the mother would come and she would hold your hand, right, and show you, You know, you cut like this, or she would cut it with you, and you just hold your hand and smile. You cut the bora. Right? And when you're done, you feel nice. You cut the bora. When it was the mother doing all the work. So that is Ratha Yatra. Lord Jagannath is coming to help us to externally visualize pulling him in our hearts. Because the mental thing, sometimes we get carried away. So visual aid, it's like one big visual aid for us, basically. Pulling the Lord within our hearts. And we have all been, who here has never been to Ratha Yatra before? Please show by raising, or better question. Who here has been to Ratha Yatra before? Please show by raising your hand. Great. Almost every one of us. And those of us who haven't had the experience of Ratha Yatra, this Ratha Yatra is your opportunity. Not just to pull the rope, not just to participate by chanting. We can also assist to put on the festival. Why I say you can assist to put on the festival? That is also something important. We get benefit by that. In the Nectar of Devotion, Srila Rupa Goswami describes there are 64 items of devotional service. I won't tell you all of them. Some time ago, I was instructed to give a lecture on the 64 items of devotional service. Remember? Sachisuta Prabhu? Sachisuta Prabhu was the guy who stick me up to do the lecture. But out of those 64 items, one of them was preaching about the Lord. Not preaching, let's not use the word preaching. Sharing about the Lord. Right? Why do we share? We don't share to shove something down somebody's throat. We share it in the mode of goodness. Because why do we share? I'll ask you personally. If using prashada might be a bad example, right? But let's say we all have a good heart and we love each other, right? We're all best friends here, right? And let's see, who's a good person? Sachi Prabhu has a good heart. Sachi Prabhu, if on the Ratha Yatra parade you get a big tray like this, right? A big tray like this with Jagannath Mahaprasadam, what would you do?
Distribute it to everyone.
You sure?
Yes, 100%.
He says 100%. Right? Thank you very much. Haribol. So if Sachisuta Prabhu gets prasad, you know you will get, right? So if you don't get, ask Sachisuta Prabhu why he didn't share. But it is normal that when we get something nice, right, or when we are happy, we want to share it with others. Like in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, one of Arjuna's argument to Krishna is like, if we kill all these people, all my cousins and brothers and brother-in-law and grandfather and teachers and everything, when all those people aren't there, how can we enjoy the kingdom? Bhakti Chashi students? Yeah, test, right? Yes. Right? How can we enjoy without our friends? Right? When we're happy, we want to share. So if we are happy in our Krishna consciousness, in whatever service we're doing for Krishna, we would want to share that out of joy to another person. Why? Because you also want that person to be happy. If we see somebody that we love is sad, wouldn't you want to cheer them up? Yes? So that is also meaning of Ratha Yatra. We go out to share the happiness in our hearts with everybody else. That is why on Ratha Yatra, we don't come with long faces. Yes, the sun is hot. Yes, the walk might be long. But don't worry. Jagannath is with us. We aren't lonely. Everybody is there together. Usually, if it was just me alone pulling the chariot, you can imagine how miserable that would be for me. Because I'm not a pure devotee as yet. Hopefully one day. By Krishna's grace and by the grace of all the devotees. That should be our aspiration, to all become pure devotees. But we may not be pure devotees and we might not like the process as much as we should. But when we do it all together with our friends, and that is even better reason why we say, please bring your friends and family. So that when you're there, you'll be with your friends and family. So it's even more opportunity to be happy together. Right? When we're together, we're most happy. We agree? Yes? True? Nobody doesn't feel like that. It's just me alone. Yes? Jai. And so, that is why we should invite our friends and try to be in the mood of the parade. Meditate on the Lord and participate in the kirtan. By clapping our hands, I mean, you'll be pulling the rope, but every now and then, I guess, you can clap your hands, you can dance, smile, because just imagine, put yourself on the shoe of somebody who is not participating on the parade. We're walking down and a bunch of people are like this. Right? Would anybody want to join us? Would anybody want to join us? Yes or no? No. Right? So if we can't be happy, then why would people want to come? And wouldn't people listen? Right? Like Shivram Maharaj, I don't know how many of us are familiar with His Holiness Shivram Maharaj. Shivram Maharaj shared how he came to Krishna consciousness. Now Shivram Maharaj is in charge of one of ISKCON's biggest farm project in Europe, someplace. Hungary, right? Yes. Don't worry, they have lots of prasadam there. But Maharaj shared how he came. How he came. There was this disciple of Srila Prabhupada, His Holiness Vishnujan Maharaj. He would do Harinam for 16 hours a day, continuously, till his hands would burst from playing the mridanga and his mouth would have ulcers from chanting all day, but he would still smile and sing and dance. Right? And Shivram Maharaj said he was standing across the street and he saw this guy just beating away on this drum with a big smile on his face, blood coming from his hand, but he was absolutely happy. He said he just looked in the eyes of Vishnujan Maharaj and he saw pure happiness. He was like, I wanted that. And today he's still in Krishna consciousness just because of seeing the happiness of somebody engaged in Krishna consciousness. We don't have to necessarily go to somebody and tell them on Rath Yatra, come and join us. You just have to be happy. Because we are never alone. Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra are with us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki. Jai. Hare Krishna. So just to give you a little highlight on some services that you can do. Har Kirtan, you can bring up the some services that we can all participate in or volunteer for in executing or putting on Jagannath Ratha Yatra. As we would have said last week, we are not the spectators in this upcoming festival. We are the persons who are putting on the festival. All of us here, all of our families, all of our friends, and much more. If we can get 1,000 people to volunteer for Jagannath Ratha Yatra, that will be a good, maybe 1,008 persons will be a good amount to really put together a spectacular Jagannath Ratha Yatra festival for 4 days. So if you see what is happening, give me one this. If you see what is happening, I was at a yajna last night at the CU for Gaisuku, and for the first time in the history, I think something like this took place. Generally, people have Bhagavad, they have some Janmashtami festival or something like that. The most they will put a script ads on the television. Manada, we are printing 10,000 of these flyers. And we are going village to village, marketplace, Mandripo's market yesterday, Pleasance market this morning. And more so last night at the Yajna, the CEO for Gaisuku had one of his security guard by the gate when people was walking out from the Yajna, was distributing, giving one of this to everyone, inviting them for Ratha Yatra. So this was quite amazing for me. This was fascinating for me to see what Lord Jagannath means, what Lord Jagannath can do, what the mercy or the miracle of Lord Jagannath means. Now for all of us, I don't think any one of us want to just settle that, I will come and, I'll be looking and seeing Jagannath on the roadside, or I'll be pulling the cart, or I'll be accepting some little pieces of prasadam that they will give out on the roadside, or I'll hear a little kirtan. No. We all settle for nothing less than the best. So the best thing that we can all do is to be a part of organizing and putting on Jagannath Ratha Yatra this year. So this is the flyers, and even at the back of the flyer, they improved this time. They have the journey, the route for Ratha Yatra, which way and where you will walk. And for VIP and VVIP invitation, they are receiving an invitation like this. And I was teasing someone that, who I was teasing? Harish. I was teasing our Harish that, I was teasing our Harish here that even places like Chowpatty, ISKCON Mumbai, they will have to come good with their invitation to challenge us here way down in Guyana Hare Krishna Study Center. So this is VIP, VVIP invitations that we are giving out for the festival. If you have someone that you would like to especially invite, you can collect one of these invitations and take it to them. That will be a service, and bring them for this festival. And how we can all assist, number one, so somebody can get you have a notebook or you'll take note. So somebody can take note. So there are different ways that we can participate and we can assist in the festival. One way is to give time. And that is the primary or the best way to contribute. The best way that we can all contribute is by giving time. How someone may say giving money, giving Lakshmi is most valuable, is most important. No, time is more valuable than money. Money anybody can give. Grocery and vegetable flowers anybody can bring. But time, hardly any of us can give. Time. Time is not so easy to give. So that is the first requirement that we are asking for you to give, donate some of your time over the next 2 weeks. So we'll have Sajisudha Prabhu, you can sit here if you make notes. Sit on the stage so you can see who are volunteering. So first of all, we would like to ask you, who can volunteer the next 2 weeks for festival? Means 24/7 or at least 8 hours or 4 hours a day for the next 2 weeks. Who can donate, give your time? We'll talk money talk just now, Lakshmi just now. So who can go? Sukhdev Prabhu, how many time you can give? Next week, whole week. How many hours? 4 hours for this week in the afternoon. And next week, whole week. Next week, whole week means from Monday to the following Monday. That's our whole week. From the 10th to the 17th. Okay? From the 10th, 6 a.m. in the morning to the 17th, 6 p.m. in the afternoon. Wow, put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Hare Hare Krishna. So that's a good beginning. Someone else? How many time you can donate for the next 2 weeks for Ratha Yatra? And giving time means going out and invite people, give them some sweets, encourage them, do collection, collect some vegetable, collect some grocery, get the site preparation ready, get all the displays ready, get the booths ready, get so many things ready. Get the cart, deck, get displays, deck. Everything have to be done and get ready. And put up banners, post up posters, different places. We need volunteers to do like online. These days is all media. So we need media personnel 24/7, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, wherever you know you can advertise. You advertise. TV, radio, where else? Those big screen they have on the roadside, those digital billboards, you advertise there also. So yes, who else? Sukhdev Prabhu, thank you very much. Quickly, you have to go quickly. Artik is going. Who like to give some time for over the next 2 weeks? Anybody can volunteer. Otherwise, I will start to point to you. Sanjay Prabhu, raise your hand like when you raise hands. Tell us what you will give. Tomorrow means Monday and Friday come in, and whole week for Ratha Yatra week means 24/7. We have enough place for you to eat and sleep and recreation and everything. Thank you very much, Sanjay. Who else? Quickly, let us all give time. We need time. We need time for Ratha Yatra. Sachisuta is saying all the weekends, 10 weekends, and all the festival days for over the next 6 months. He will be given. So that's Sachisuta Prabhu. Thank you very much. Put your hand together for Sachisuta Prabhu. Not next week, like whole week next week. Ratha Yatra week. Take a break from GPL. Yes, so Mataji. Yes, Mataji Lynette. From 1 to 6 for the next 2 weeks. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Lynette Mataji. You can get her for 6 hours at least for the next 2 weeks. And then, of course, Ratha Yatra days will increase that a little for the four days festival for Ratha Yatra. Those days will increase. So now I will have to be going like this. My sister here is raising her hand like scary, scary. Yes? What we can get? How many days? How many days? How many days? 4 days. She is giving 4 days. That is except festival. Festival you come attend. You have to give 4 days other than the festival. Mataji, inspire us with your time donation. Give time. How many days you will give, or how many hours every day? 3 hours in the evening. Thank you very much. And the festival days. 3 hours in the evening plus the festival days. Who else are here? 3 hours in the evening, Sandhya. 3 hours in the evening and the festival days. You can take some leave like a day before or so. Maybe Wednesday half day, afternoon half day, something like that. No, like Jagannath means Lord of the universe. Jagannath comes to take everything. Who else are here? Every day. Thank you very much. Every day. So you have Britisha every day. So make sure no Dave's promotional business, only Jagannath business. Yeah. Oh. Quick lady. Hare Krishna. Bayabu. You and your husband. How many days you will give? So we'll come back to you just now. So now my hands are going like this. How many days? How many times? How many hours? Yes, you? How many hours you can give for the festival? Yeah? Okay. So you'll connect with Pratisha here before you leave, and she will make arrangement when you can come. When some vehicle go back that side, they will drop you back. So we are on the girls and Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Huh? All the days? Huh? Okay, so she still needs some more time to decide. Bank lady? You take a break from bank for a couple days? You will try. So she will try. You hear the story that Hare Kirtan just gives some stories. Don't put Jagannath on Kala, you know. Don't put Jagannath on Kala. Mataji? By the window, yeah. You wouldn't be here. You can give before you go. Mataji, you can volunteer sometime. We need a lot of help, like packing prasadam, boxing off prasadam, and those things. We can get some help. Auntie Sita? What we can get from you and your... Where's your daughter? Oh, your daughter is here. Hare Krishna. How many time we get from you? 2 hours in the afternoon. We can get you whole day. Thank you very much. Whole day? 2 weeks for Ratha Yatra? Or 1 week out of 2 weeks? How are we getting? Prabhu at the back? Weekends and then 4 days for Ratha Yatra, full days. Prabhu? Yeah, this one. In the afternoon. Sukhdev Prabhu already there. So my hands are like this now. Any timing? Evening 3 hours for Dr. Virendra. Crickman, what happened? Damodar Leela Prabhu. Come out from Crick a little for the next 2 weeks. How many days you will give for Lord Jagannath? If you don't want to give time, you can give money. So no problem. You can say, I will give Ratha Yatra this year. If you put a price for it, and don't blow your mind, if you put a price for everything, it means 8 million Guyana. But of course, we collect a lot of vegetable, grocery, flowers, and all those things. So at least $4 million cash we will have to raise. We pay for tents, chairs, and everything else that we have to. Tickets alone for Swamis and Gurus and Kirtanyas is $1 million Guyana plus. Guest rooms, guest houses, and all those things. We have like a delegation of 25 persons coming from Suriname. You have Trinidadian devotee, you have Ajamil Prabhu from Canada, you have devotees from Suriname, you have devotees from the US. So many devotees will be here. So we will have to spend at least, I imagine, maybe $700,000-800,000 in guest rooms. So don't take it for granted that it will happen just like that. So if you don't want to give time, there are no issue, give money. Yes, Vishnu Prabhu? Most of the evening. So most of the evening means, anybody can help me? Who are good at maths? What most means? What percentage most means? Who are good at maths? No. According to my maths, most means 99%. So 99% of the days for the next 2 weeks, Vishnu Prabhu will give the evening. So Harihara Prabhu, what happened? No, how much time you will give? Inspire us to tell us how much days. All every day. He said every day. And you can take inspiration from Vishnu Prabhu because, he's carrying a heart that he's telling me, Prabhu, behave yourself, so behave. Okay, have his Prabhu up front here. Can get some time from you? How? So you connect with Sachi Sutta Prabhu. So you have to be a little specific because we have to know how we spend. So tell him before you leave. Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else wants to volunteer some time for Ratha Yatra? Cameraman, what happened? So tomorrow, Monday, and then from Wednesday to Monday. Monday we got wine up after the festival. Sunday festival, then we got wine up. Technical man, what happened? Nothing? So Chris is giving. He'll take a break from the High Court. I think the people see you too much there. You need to give them a break from your face, They won't see you too much. So he'll take a break from the High Court. Of course, tomorrow is holiday, so they wouldn't get a break of him. But for next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see about Monday. Who else giving some time? Prabhu? Weekends and festival days. And you volunteer your dad and mom and brother and everybody, right? Thank you very much. So Dr. Bihari's son and family, he is volunteering everybody. So now, I wouldn't want to keep you too much. As fast as you can raise your hands, we will go through this very quickly. If you can raise your hands. And Sachi Sutta Prabhu can make notes. I have a kirtan to go and perform. So let's see all those who would like to give some grocery. You can scroll up this. So this is the grocery list that we need for the festival. Almost everything is here, include beginning from rice right up to drinking water, water for parade cups, plates, spoons, plastic bags, everything are here. So let's see, anyone here who would like to contribute some rice, some flour, some potatoes, some sugar, or any grocery stuff. You can say, I will give a bag of potato, I'll give 2 bags rice, I will give 4 bags of this, whatever it is. So anyone would like to contribute? Yes, Prabhu? Huh? Bag of? Prabhu will donate a bag of salt. Put your hands together. As you know, salt is the in-between ingredients. If you don't have it, you will miss something. If you put too much, then you also will get, will get some ecstasy. Someone else who would like to contribute some grocery for the festival? Any grains you would like to give? Mataji? Mataji Lovin is saying a bag of rice, 2 bags of rice, 1 brown, 1 white, like that. Come quickly. Harihar Prabhu, bag of potato. Quickly, let us keep going. Keep going. Anybody? Anybody like to contribute some grocery? So now, if you don't know, where is this list? Bring back this small list that was on this side. Financial list. Okay, so now you can bring it more to this side. Thank you very much. So anybody wants to make any contribution to any one of these items here now? You have chairs and tents, advertisement, chairs and table. You have tents and tent and stage, banners, electricals, lights and fixtures, wires, decoration, flyers. Flyers is donated, so we will take that out. Invitation is donated by Dave's Promotional and Govinda Vista Print. Flyers is donated by Krishna Balaram Printery. The Ratayatra cart, we gotta get it down from Borbis and get it here ready. So somebody can give 75,000 towards the Ratayatra cart. The sanitation and keeping the ground and the entire area clean. Security will be hiring security personnel for the 4 days to be around here to take care. Sound system, somebody wants to contribute. So let's hear. All these are different areas. You don't have to sponsor the whole thing. You can say, I want to give a contribution towards the deities, the outfit of the deities, the decoration, like that. So let's hear. You can raise your hands and go right ahead. Yes, Mataji? Towards the festival. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So Mataji giving 50,000 towards the festival, all the way from Soosdyke up the Temeri Road. She's coming, donating 50,000 for Jagannath Rath Yatra, even though she's telling me that she is going like this. She was indicating to me she wouldn't be wrong. Anyone else? Greens and some water. That water is separate from Monish or Monish water? Oh, from your side. Okay, so you volunteer, you and your sons and your husband and everything. So we will come to you later on. So some greens and water. 50,000. Shivani, 50,000. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Shivani. 50,000 towards Jagannath Rath Yatra. Yes, we are doing good. Someone else? Parthasarthi Prabhu? Partha Prabhu? What you will give? 1 bag rice. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Partha Prabhu. 1 bag of rice. Plus full time. Yes? Kedar? $50,000. $50,000. Say, Prabhu, I will give that guy an ease, I'll give a $50,000 man, no problem. So Kedar will give a 50,000. Cameraman? Blow it out, no problem. Anybody? You, Mataji, wants to contribute towards the cart, taking care of whatever have to do regarding cart, the chariot, the Rathiatra chariot. Where is the cart? Okay, thank you very much. $75,000, whatever they have to spend on cart. Uncle Suk, make sure you take note of that. So you make sure the cart fixed properly. Wheel, tire, everything is ready. No hiccup on the parade. Somebody can say, I think I heard somebody say Swami tickets. Somebody said Swami ticket just now. Who said Swami ticket? Nobody. At least, give something towards the Swami ticket. Sachi said he will contribute. How much you contribute towards the Swami ticket? How much? 75,000. How much you contributing? You're supposed to go better than Sanjay, no? Sanjay have a lesser job, you have a bigger job. How you go 60 and Sanjay go say, at least go 76, Huh? 76. Put your hands together for Sachi Sutta. 76. That's okay. So if you have to do any fundraising for any company, you can hire me, So it's like 76,000. Yes, Mataji? Your name, please? Omade Mataji, a bag of potato, a bag of rice. Anyone from the back there? Your contribution? Anybody from the back? Okay. So you're satisfied? Anybody wants to bring flowers? You want to bring leaves? You want to bring lotus flower? You want to bring some vegetables, some fruits to offer to Lord Jagannath? You'll give? 2 bags, please. Prabhu will give. If anybody wants to loan your vehicle, if you have minibus to transport people, if you want to volunteer your time with your vehicle to pick up devotees from the airport, drop them back to the airport, or you want to pick up, like just now one girl was saying she lives a little far, she wants to come and help and go back. So we can volunteer things like that somebody can say, well, in the evening I can come with my vehicle around 6:37, I can drop back people home, I can give an hour like that. So after Prashadam time, I have to go for Kirtan now. Sachisuta, Sanjaya, Pratisha, and Vishakha, the 4 of them and other festival committee members will be around. So you can connect with them and you can have more detailed discussions. Yes, Mataji? So thank you very much. Mataji is offering the airport trips to pick up and drop people. Satyabhama Mataji. Thank you very much. That will be a huge help. So you'll connect with there is a team that organize transportation. So I'll connect you with them. How much flour? Flowers. I thought she's donating 2 bags white flowers. White flour we gotta get here. 2 bags Thunderbolt flour. That is what you're saying? No. I'm dealing with Thunderbolt flour. How much you're giving? 2 bags or 1 bag? 1 bag. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. That is from her pension money. So that's like, Hanuman and the spider, the squirrel in the past time. So don't, sometime I have $1 million and I only take out $2,000 and give, or $5,000 or even $20,000, and I think that is big. But if Archie getting, how much is pension now? How much they give a month? If Archie getting $33,000 a month, and she's going to give $12,000 or $14,000 out of that for this month to buy a bag of flour for the white flour, Thunderbolt flour for the festival, that is quite a sacrifice. Put your hands together for that. So by the count of 5, your floor for this session. You can give anytime. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, Prabhu just coming. Wow, Haribo, Arjun Prabhu, one bag of, the other bag of flowers. So, Radhakishore, part of Prabhu, you get your Thunderbolt flower cover for the festival. Make sure we get enough prasadam, enough mithai to give out on the road. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pratisha. Quickly, what you will give? No, Harry is not here, so you have to represent him. $108,000? Thank you. $108,000 for Hari Kirtan and Pratisha as an extended, celebration from last week. So your floor, when you see me next time, you will nice up with me and tell me how much time you will give for the festival. So during Prasadam, you will collect some of these flyers to give out in your hometown, your colleagues, your friends. Personally go and invite them and bring them out for the festival, bring them out for the parade, bring them out to assist. And next week we'll try to get everybody here next week, and we'll have more detailed direction, description in terms of what will happen and where everyone will fit in terms of putting on the show. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Jagannath Balari Subhadra ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone can please stand, come forward for Arti to their Lordship, Shri Shri Paramakaranta Gaurachandra. Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra. Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra. Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra. Jai Shri Shri Paramakaranta Gaurachandra ki jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamine Te Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashachari Shatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah.
Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama.
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan.
Gopal Govinda Ram Srimati Sudama.
Giridhare Gopinath Madana Mohan.
Giridhare Gopinath Madana Mohan.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita.
Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita.
Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita.
Hari Guru Vishnu Bhagavad Gita.
Shri Rup Shri Sanatana Bhatta Raguna. Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasaraguna. Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah.
Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama.
Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah.
Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Balareva Jaya Subhadra.
Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajayakacharya Stotara Sarashishimad. His Divine Grace Sisi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON Viviti Fongracharya His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajayakacharya Stotara Sarashishimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Thakur ki jai. Ananta Gauri Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakund Radha Kund Gir Govardhan ki jai. Shri Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai. Ganga Maya Jamna Maya ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Srimad Tulsi Dev Maharani ki jai. Shri Yogadharma Harinama Sankirtan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Books Distribution ki jai. Brihat Mridanga ki jai. Shri Shri Paramakartai Gaur Chandra ki jai. Samavir Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Shri Jagannath Rathayatra ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembly of devotees. All glories to the assembly of devotees. All glories to the assembly of devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschacharesha. Hare Krishna. You can please have your seats as in the Shinga Pranam will continue.
Namaste Narasingaya Praladaladaine Hiranyakashe Purvakshaha Shilatanakaraine Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato Yamitato Narsimha Bahe Narsimha Hirbahe Narsimha Narashingamarim Sharana Praparim Tava Karakamalabare Nakam Abhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tano Bringam Keshavarita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare केशवरेता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज नरसिंह भगवान की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय
Jai Shri Shri Paramakarnitai Gaur Chandra ki Jai. Hare Krishna once again. So just before you proceed for lunch prasadam, please remember the dates for Rath Yatra. Please, there's a WhatsApp invitation poster. Please share with all your friends and colleagues, family members. Please invite everyone to come out and join us for Rath Yatra this year. And you know, there can be no excuse for us. You know why? Because there was a time, it may seem very long time ago, like 3 years, continuously we could not have go out on the streets. We could not have host Rath Yatra because of the pandemic. We are out of that. So Lord Jagannath has given us full opportunity, full chance this year to go out for Rath Yatra. So thank you everyone for being here. If you would like to participate in the festival or contribute or whatever it is, you can meet us downstairs. You have Sanjay Prabhu, Vishaka Mataji, Pratisha, myself. You can always reach us in the Prasadam Hall. Before you go, you can let us know. We also want to express our gratitude to everyone who made pledges this morning. Let us put our hands together for everyone. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. So you will hear more in the upcoming days. We'll call you a lot more, so be prepared for that. Don't feel... We're informing you that we're going to call you, so it wouldn't be unexpected. All right, so thank you very much, everyone. Please enjoy prasadam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Just one more minute, please. So, among our gathering here today, we have Kumarji and Mataji there. They are newly parents. Today is their 10th day, so on behalf of our temple, Sri Sri Padma Karuna Nitai Gauri Chandra Srila Prabhupada devotees, we will raise our hand and say, give them their blessing by chanting one Maha Mantra. Prabhuji, you just keep like this. Mataji at the back with the baby, and this mantra is for the well-being for the child. And so fortunate for the child, that child is hearing Jagannath pastime already. So I don't know how much of us were 10 days old and hearing Jagannath pastime. So this Maha Mantra for the well-being of the parents and both the child. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we ask Prabhuji, Mataji, can come forward with the baby, please. You will receive a garland from their Lordship. And also we like to thank His Grace Prabhupada Deva Prabhu, and we congratulate him to receive the honor, a lifetime honor award from his worship, the mayor of the city of Georgetown. So please let us, when you see Prabhupada Deva Prabhu, just give him your blessings, a congratulate message. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai. Thank you very much. So, prasadam will be served downstairs. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.